Welcome to Beginner's Guide for the C programming tutorial videos. Welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to use more than one variable using for loop. Let's say I'm going to have three variables a, b, c. Because the previous tutorial that we have seen, we have just used only one variable. But in this tutorial, we are going to see how can we use for loop when we use more than one variable. In this example, I am going to use three variables, namely a, b and c. So I am going to use my for loop. For loop, what is the syntax? First thing is the initialization, second one is the condition, and the third one is the increment or decrement operator. So let's say I am going to initialize the value for these three variables, which is nothing but a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0, or maybe let's say a is equal to 0, b is equal to 10, c is equal to 20. So I have initialized the values for these three variables. What is after? I have to put this semicolon, isn't it so? So I had to put the semicolon. What is the next step? I have to set the condition. When it comes to the condition, does it mean that I need to set the condition for all these three variables? No. It depends on the problem that you want to solve. In this case, let me say I just want to set the condition only for the variable a, let's say less than 2. Then what about the conditions for the b and c? I don't want, because I just want to set the condition for the variable a. But if you want to set the condition for variable b, or if you want to set the condition for variable c, you can still do it. I hope you understand, right? So second step is the condition. In this case, among those three variables, I have set the condition only for the variable name called a. So the next one is the increment or decrement operator. Let's say I'm just going to increment the value for the variable a. I'm not going to do anything with the variable b and c. Then let's see what is going to happen. So in the printf statement, I'm trying to add the value for the variable a, b, c. Then what is going to happen? Let's say I'm going to write the printf statement. I'm going to add the value for a plus b plus c. When I add the value for this a plus b plus c, so what is there? That one is a integer, because when you add the value for the a, b, c, you are going to get the integer, right? So that integer you have to get them using %d. Here I am not going to use 3%d just because I am going to add the value of this a plus b plus c. So I am going to get one value, isn't it? So I am not going to get three value. I am going to get only one value. So what is the result of this one? What do you think? When I compile this one, what is the result? I am getting 30 and 31. But when I add a plus b plus c, I am supposed to get only one result, isn't it so? How come there is a 30 here and there is a 31 here? Just because, let's say this is the initialization, right? The a value is 0, b value is 10, c value is 20, right? Then from the initialization, according to the syntax, we have to go to the condition. So what is the condition? A less than 2. So what is the a value? A value is equal to 0, meaning 0 less than 2. Is it true or false? This condition is true. If this condition is true, what is the next step? We need to come to this body. So what is the body here? A plus b plus c. So what is the a value? A value is 0 according to the initialization, plus what is the b value? B value is 10, plus what is the c value? C value is 20. When you add 0 plus 10 plus 20, what is the value? Is 30. That is the reason why there is a 30 here. Then what about the 31? 31 is comes just because after this body of the statement, what is going to happen? This loop will go to this increment operator. Now we are trying to increment the value of the variable a. So what is the value of the variable initially? It was 0. When you increment the 0 by 1, what is the value? It will become 1. Now from the increment operator, again we need to check the condition, right? Then what is the condition here? Now a value is 1 less than 2. Is it true or false? Is true, meaning if this condition is true, we are going to execute this body of the statement. Now we are going to add a plus b plus c. What is the a value now? Now the a value is 1 plus the b value is 210, c value is 220. When you add 20 plus 10 plus 1, what is the result? 31. That is the reason why there is a 31 next. Then after adding this one, again we need to go to this increment operator. Now increment the a value. Before the a value was 1. Now when you increment the 1 with 1, it is going to be 2. 2 less than 2. Is it true or false? This condition is false here. If this condition is false, what is going to happen? This body of the statement is not going to be executed. Instead, the control will move out of the for loop. That is the reason why the result was 30 and 31. I hope you understand. Now let us see another one example to understand more on for loop, how we can use more than one variable. Let's say in this case I want to use two variables, a comma b. Let's say I want to initialize the value to the variable a is equal to 0 comma b is equal to 2. Okay, now I have declared two variables as well as I have initialized the values for the variables in the declaration itself. So meaning a value is equal to 0 and b value is equal to 12. Now we are going to write the for loop. So according to the syntax, what is the first step? I need to initialize the values for the variable. So what is the variable? Variable a is equals to 0 comma b is equals to 2, right? So that is the first one. Then what is the second one? From the initialization, then we have to write the condition. When it comes to the condition, let's say I'm just going to write the condition for the variable a alone. Let's say a less than 6. It's not necessarily you need to write the condition for all the variables that you have used in your declaration. You can use based on the problem that you want to solve. Let's say in this example, I'm trying to use the condition only for the variable a. That is the second step. What is the third step? Increment or decrement operator. In this case, I want to increment the value for both the variable a and b. Let's say a plus plus comma. When it comes to b, I want to increment like this. You can be using the increment operator anyhow, like the way that you want it to use. Let's say b is equal to b plus 2. Okay, I hope you understand. So this is the initialization part. This is a condition. Then this is a increment and decrement operator. So how is it going to be work? So what I'm going to print here, let's say here I'm going to print the value for the variable both a comma b. So what could be the result? Now let me run this program so that we can see the result. As I can see the result, I can get 0, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 8, 4, 10 and 5, 12. So what has happened actually in my program? Meaning initially a value is equal to 0, b value is equal to 2. Then from the initialization, we need to go to the condition, isn't it so? So what is the condition? Now let us compare both at the same time, right? So here initially what is the first statement? We are trying to initialize the value for the variable a and b. A value is equal to 0 and b value is equal to 2. Now then from the initialization, we need to go to the condition, right? A less than 6. So what does it mean? What is the a value initially? A value is 0 less than 6. Is it true or false? This condition is true. If this condition is true, what is going to happen? We are going to print this statement. So what is the statement? We are going to print the value of a comma b. What is the a value here? A value is 0 followed by b value is 2. That is the reason why this first output 0 comma 2. Then after that, what is going to happen? Then from here it will go to the increment and decrement operator, right? So we are going to increment the value for the variable a. So initially the value of the variable a is 0. Now we are going to increment by 1. So the a value is equal to 1. Let's say a value is equals to 1, and then b value, what are we trying to do? B value is equals to b plus 2. B value is equals to b plus 2. What is the b value here? B value is 2. 2 plus 2. What is the b value now? B value is 4. Now a value is 1, b value is 4. Now the a value, then after this operation what we need to do? We have to come and check the condition here. Now what is the a value? A value is 1. 1 less than 6. Is it true or false? Is true. Meaning that we are going to print the values of a and b here. So what is the a value now? 1. What is the b value now? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That is the reason why 1 comma 4. Again we are going here. We are going to increment the value for the a and b. When you increment the value for the a, what is the a value now? A value is 2. Then we are going to increment the value for the b. So how can you increment the value for the b? What is the b value initially now? Now the b value was 4, isn't it so? From the first step, the b value was 4. Why? Because 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So b value was 4 plus 2. Now the b value is 6. So when you compare this 2 less than 6, condition is true. So we are going to print a value is 2 and b value is 6. Then this condition will keep on going up to 5. By the time when we reach 5, what is the b value? B value is going to be 10. When you add 10 plus 2, b value is going to be 12. Same time the a value is 5. That is the reason why 5 comma 12. By the time when you reach a value is 6, 6 less than 6, the condition will fail. But here it is going to be 12 plus 2, 14. B value will become 14. A value will become 6. From this step, we need to move on to this condition, isn't it? So 6 less than 6, the condition will fail. Meaning this statement is not going to be executed. The control will move out of the loop. That is the reason why we stopped printing from 5 and 12. This is how you can use more than one variable using for loop in C. For more tutorial videos, kindly subscribe to Beginner's Guide.